everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Bogut in at the 5, home in the paint. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly in fact going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Here's Garbage Man, True on the 14-footer.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Curry kicks to Green. No good from outside.
And the Warriors also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Here is Garbage Man, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Garbage Man can't finish the one-handed jam.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Well, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight. He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Bogut in at the center, filling out the middle.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Outside Curry. Outside Green. Outside for Curry. Good on the triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't DM up more tightly on the perimeter.
On defense, the Warriors. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on, the Cavs got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA. This guy draws.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Now going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Inside, Bogut the pass to Green. Nice pass. Run him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here is Garbage Man. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Garbage Man. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's a nice drive. There, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Poked away. And they're running. Goes up.
Another basket here, and they have really come out of the gates fast in the first quarter, Kevin.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Curry kicks to Green. A three-pointer, no good. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Garbage Man, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Fires the three. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Draymond Green. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots, get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Thank you, Doris.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't. miss right now. What a game we've seen here for Garbage Man. He's got 24 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Warriors trail by 16. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Shoots the 3, and that one's good. Garbage Man's got 30.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And, you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 in made threes per game, but they actually led the NBA in made threes per game after the trade.
And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the 3 department. I mean, makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
Curry brings the double. Feeds to Love. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Curry wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. This
Touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Pass to James from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks chips.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
How about the start that they've got? Off to here, huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
And again, no good by Golden State. Here is Garbage Man. 32 points in the game. And another three for Cleveland.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. That's good. Garbage man's got 37. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
And the basket by Curry.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Curry brings the double. Here's Garbage Man. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Thompson is double. From outside the arc. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. 8 points for Steph Curry.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And that was hammered home.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I'll tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Oswald with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. At some point, defensively, You have to take something. Away.
And the Warriors with possession here. Green kicks to Curry.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And he gets it to go.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now Curry. 8 points for him.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Launches a three. Another three for Cleveland.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
They recover it. And the Warriors miss again. Here is Garbage Man, covered by Barnes. And it's good. 52 points for Garbage Man.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars in Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success. No. I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they get to one. And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Draymond Green.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game. Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. Here's Thompson, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Garbage Man. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And there's the foul. And it's on Garbage Man. That's his third foul of the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter. No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoring.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. .106 left to play in the first quarter. On its way from Curry for two. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Garbage Man gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Nobody near Barnes. And the three off target. Here is Garbage Man. He's covered by Thompson. That's good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Barnes sets a screen for Iguodala. Back to Curry. The three. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Takes the three, and he gets the bucket.
Really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career.
There's just a lot more practice.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and has done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Garbage Man out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
That foul is really going to... hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Here's Curry. Mozgov grabs the board. Here's Garbage Man, guarded by Green. Fires from the wing. And that one's good.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Here's Garbage Man. The bucket.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fading away to create the space. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Garbage Man. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Spates sets a screen. Thompson dishes to Spates. Goes up at the stripe. The shot no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Garbage Man. That ball. Big assist by Love. Garbage Man's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Tipped away. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And LeBron pulls it down.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Here's Garbage Man. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Climbing the ladder for the 360. That's major bounce right there.
Yeah, Clark, he was sky high on the finish.
And how about the athleticism, coordination, and obviously a lot of confidence to pull something like that off.
From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? One.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym, Greg. I mean, the defense looks like they're ready for a break.
Livingston kicks to Green. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. It's Thompson off the drive. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He's giving them little to nothing at the off. Offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here is Garbage Man, headed by Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks this coach drew.
Here's Garbage Man. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Another fast break score for them, and they've really made the most of their transition game. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, and the differential there is what stands out for me. I mean, they've also denied those runouts defensively. And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony at UNLV, no doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. That will be foul number 5 on him. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bazili's checked in for Spates. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Kept alive. And another shot. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Garbage. Oh! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Here is Livingston. It's Leandro Barbosa on the way. And it's Barbosa again missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
There's Green, plenty of space. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. And that's 15 points for Draymond Green. Here is Garbage Man. He's covered by Iguodala. And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Now Golden State's starting 5. The defensive stalwart.